Hey, Tiger, what are you so upset about it? My goodness.
I watched this darn God Committee film with Kelsey Grammer, Frasier. He was just pissy, pissy, pissy. And my God, it was just so disturbing. The organ donors and everything. I know you saw the movie, but I'm just wound up about this movie and I got to rant about it, get it out of my system.
Oh, I'm with you, Tiger. This was awful. I mean, I really wasted some really precious lifetime to watch the corruption without ever them mentioning the word corruption.
Yeah, what's up with that? They never even said it's a corruption, but they're getting $25 million to this Granger kid, and he gets the heart. The other guy has to die because he is 800,000 in debt, and they want to help him, not give him 200,000 more debt. So they're helping him die. It was very disturbing.
Yeah, I guess from the start on, it was like this death committee or this God's committee. What's the name of that committee?
It's the God Committee.
The God Committee, just the name already is very disturbing. And then I think this committee really was based on what's more favorable for the hospital. So therefore, the 25 million, of course, were way more favorable. Even this kid who was supposed to get the heart or not to get the heart had the money versus the other man who had three kids and really, really, really wanted to live. He didn't get it.
Yeah, so he ended up dying. The kid
Yeah.
ended up dying anyway after the 25 million. He died six
Yeah.
months later. You know what also upset? This movie keeps jumping back and forth, back 7 years, back in time, then
Mm-hmm.
it comes back in time, back in
Mm-hmm.
the future, back in the past, back in the future, back in the past, every 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard to follow. I mean, who's the idiot who directed this darn thing?
Well, I think it was not only hard to follow, it was just very annoying. And even this, I'm not a professional movie critic. I just thought the script was written so poorly. This the individual who wrote it probably thought he got away with it by going back, going forth, going back, going forth. I mean, holy moly, it was annoying. The whole movie was annoying. The lack of integrity, the lack of compassion, I mean, what is this here? Do we really lacking the amount of organs we need?
I think we are. And I think that is so I'm not going to give it a 1 star because the subject is serious. I think we're lacking organs because if, say, I'm riding a motorcycle and I crack my neck, my little heart can't be donated because I didn't go and pre approve everything. I think some of the countries are changing the law. So by default, unless you stop it, the organs are available at the hospital. Then you would have thousands of organs and there'd be no lack if it was that way. So maybe this is part of the problem. They try to tackle it in the movie. They had, the grumpy old Frasier. And by the way, that was the grumpiest Kelsey Grammer I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
So grumpy Frasier is over there trying to, take a pig's heart and do some voodoo mumbo jumbo magic and make it work in the monkey. So he's going to make his investors super rich. But really, he had a good motive to have organs available so they don't have this problem. But the problem could have been solved if everybody's organ is available by default, unless people stop it. That might solve the problem right there.
I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. Instead of having on our little driver's license or on the ID donor organ, there should be no donor organ. Everybody else who doesn't have this no donor organ should be automatically a donor. Period.
Yeah.
I love your idea. That's a great idea. But back to this movie. What also confused me, what did this little 7-year-old kid had to do with this baby doctor? I mean, and the dad, what the, I don't understand, Tiger.
I mean, Foxy, it was disturbing. Like when the kid, Granger, I guess is his name, and daddy's rich. He gave the 25 million. He basically bought the heart for his son. But he immediately says, put him ahead of the list. When he was told that he needs a new heart, put him ahead of the list.
Yeah.
Like he didn't care about who else is not going to get bumped down or nothing. And then when he couldn't get ahead of the list, he got his, priest lawyer involved. He got the corrupt hospital director or whatever that woman was. I mean, the whole motion, he got it what he wanted. And in a way, the message of the movie is, listen, kids, in this country, you better be having $100 million or you're not getting a fair treatment because you're just a stupid cockroach who needs to die. I am the real value. I have $100 million. I am important. You're a cockroach. That's basically the message, because the poor guy who was a doorman, he had to die. What was his fault? He didn't have the hundreds of millions.
Yeah, that is very sad and very disturbing, Tiger. I thought the whole movie did send the wrong message. Who made this movie? Do you know?
I don't know. I mean, let's hope we don't ever find out, because it was poorly made. And Hollywood producers, if you can't get a darn script written well, okay, contact me. I've never written a script, but I would have written a better script than this pile of shite.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe they can send it to me for auditing first, and I can let them know within the first 10 minutes whether it's a shite movie or whether it's a good movie, whether it's appropriate for the regular kind of decent people or whether it's only appropriate for the corrupt population who
Yeah,
has the
send it.
money.
Exactly. We need some extra work anyway, but we're definitely going to do a better job. This is just ridiculous. Whoever approved this. And Mr. Kelsey Grammer, why the heck did you take this job? Did you even read the script before you took the job? I mean, my God, the
Yeah.
worst Frasier episode was a million times better than this.
Yeah, it was really, it was useless from the beginning to the end. Maybe it was just making the population more aware of it. When you're rich, you live longer. So, and
Yeah, but on a very, very sad way. They could have done that
yeah,
at least more, have a movie that we can watch that's
yeah,
engaging, not just annoying. But
yeah.
all right, let's
Oh,
get to the stars, Foxy. I
oh,
give it a two. Yeah, go ahead.
one more thing.
Yeah.
Wasn't it justice what happened on the plane? You tell them. Tell
Oh
our
yeah,
audience.
yeah, it was. At least he paid off the Turkish president to buy
Who?
a heart, Granger, the
Uh-huh.
daddy,
Uh-huh.
because he wanted Fraser, Grumpy Fraser, to get the heart because now he works for him. Trying to solve this pig, organs to go to humans venture capital deal that they got. So Fraser has a bad heart and he's going to die. So he goes and buys him a heart from Turkey. And on the way to Turkey to get the heart, he dies. So in a way, it's a poetic justice, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. I like that part a whole lot. Yep.
I'm glad you're
Okay.
happy. All right, let's do the
Thank you.
stars now. I
Okay.
can't give it a 1 star because the movie deserves a 1 star because of the good subject. The subject is important, but poorly done. So I'm going to give it a 2 star. How about you?
I'm swaying between a 2 star and a 3 star because, as you say, the subject was very important. It is the teaching of the underlying corruption I found very important, and this we have to look out for this. So I think I will give it a 3 star, Tiger.
Okay, so 2.5 star. All
Mm.
right, everybody. What do you guys think about this movie? The subject, what were your ideas to solve this complicated issue? Write down in the comments. We love to hear from you.
Mhm.
And any final words, Foxy?
Nope, we love you and be kind. Be
All right, be
kind.
kind. I gotta bounce. Bounce, bounce.
Bounce, bounce, Tiger.
See ya.
See ya.